See the love me get for you, now Jackie Chan. So my songs and stuff for you, you know I can't. Farabale put my lole, Omwele I get pepe, Jembe soro kilusela. And if you see her eyes, you know the believe she's looking at me. Yeah. And if you see this baby, she must.
It's your boy James Jones, aka James Verb Jones, aka King of the Gist on all social networks, and you guys are welcome to another episode of the Afrobuzz Show. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's popping?
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Mathew Knowles, aka the Chosen One. The Chosen One.
All right.
Again, like you said, we're back in for another day, another episode of the Afrobuzz.
Oh, of course, we got our ladies in the building.
It's your girl Pop. I'm over here just trying to pop around and get this stuff together. You know?
Yeah.
It ain't pop, it ain't pop. NitaPop.
Stacie K back in the building. Stacie_K on Instagram.
Stacie Kenya's in the building. What's popping, y'all? So how's everybody's week? Before we introduce our guests. What?
It didn't stand for Kenya.
I'm going to call her what I want to call her. Okay, actually, Baby Stace is what I'm calling her from now on.
I know only you can do that.
Only I can do that.
That really is your bae?
No,
can
Baby
we loud
Stace. I'm not
That
saying
ain't-
I'm her
That's
bae.
Bay on the show. Let's put it. No,
Aw.
no.
You're her,
This
you're
my
her work
husband.
bae.
I was just joking.
You're her work bae.
Don't forget Nunoo fell in love first.
No. First, I haven't fallen in love yet.
But I'm Bay.
But
You
you're
better
bae.
fall in love.
No,
I
I'm
don't
never
want
falling in
Bay
love.
if you don't
have
fall
already
in love.
bae now.
Okay. I
Okay.
need the one who's in love. I don't want the Bay.
Aw. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm about to say, can we not corpus crowd in front of our guests?
okay, right. Speaking
They all
of
having sex with each other. They just all in there.
whoa, okay. Speaking of guests, we have two of Nigeria's finest in the building. I'd like to believe Demola is Nigerian. I already know maybe he's Nigerian.
I agree. I'm Ghanaian.
Yeah, okay. So of course I already could give you guys a clue, but we have Mr. Maydi in the building. Yes, give it up. You guys can clap to that. And we also have Demola Violinist in the building. What's popping, Demola?
Man, I'm good, bro. What's good?
I'm good, man.
My deal.
Demola, are you from Nigeria?
I'm just-
Let's clarify.
just deal. I'm
Demola,
from
where would he
Nigeria.
find that name from?
Yeah,
Where will you find
that's
me?
a Yoruba demonic.
Demola.
That's a demonic name, man.
Calm down.
Demon.
Yoruba Principality.
Yoruba principality.
Thick word. I'm from
You
Ondo
the
State.
demon.
Oh, what part of Ondo are you
Principality is
from?
higher than demon.
Oh,
Demons
oh.
are messengers principalities. You know what I'm saying?
What part of Ondo are you from?
From Ondo, I'm from Idori.
Idori.
Idori Hill. You know?
Ah, so Yoruba go chicken.
Yeah, Yoruba. No, my Yoruba not thick like that.
And it'll be
Nah,
Lagos
they
boy.
born me
Okay, you be
from
Lagos
I
boy.
was
eh?
born in Lagos.
Let's say you speak Jay, you speak me Foshi yo. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not the others ones. I Beru Yoruba.
Mr. Maydi, what's good, man? Good to see you again. What's popping?
Not much, man. Just chilling, you know.
Yeah, you came to visit us in Yankee for a little bit.
Chilling, always chilling.
Yeah.
Maydi's fam though, literally. You know, his brothers are family out here.
Basically,
Bobo and everybody. You know, that's all good. So, fast shouts to Mr. Maydi in the building.
Thank
I'm
you.
a fan, obviously.
Thank you.
And we're
Appreciate
glad
it.
we're glad you guys came through. Demi, you had a show today. Demola, sorry. Demola had a show today at
You just call him Demi. See?
Yeah, Demi.
You know,
Demi.
so leave the demons. I'm not a demon, but leave the demons. Let them talk. They talk. B. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? So Demola, is that better?
Alpha.
I did. You had a show today at a certain spot. How did that show go?
Yeah, the show went fine. It was good. An amazing crowd. You know,
A certain spot.
very lovely spot. You know,
There's more to come now. A lovely spot. You can tell. Where was it?
Ike's Cafe and Grill.
Oh, you
They
at
have-
Ike's Cafe?
Yeah, Ike's Cafe.
Let me
and Grill,
act
you
like
have
I
them.
didn't
That's-
already
that's
know,
where-
right?
That's where you get the best food. That's where you.
Can we act like we didn't know nothing today?
I'm sorry. Ace is where you get the best food. We're not gonna
I'm
go
not
with
done
Ace.
yet. I'm not
so
done with my
sorry.
sentence.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
so
done with my
sorry.
sentence. I'm not done with my sentence. That's where you get the best food and music at the same time.
Ace 2 now.
Well, Ace never called me for
Y'all
sure.
have pizza.
They will call you for sure.
When they call
Then
me,
go call you, then
when
go
they
call
call me, you
Then
know,
go call you.
but for real, man, you know, it was great tonight. It was
Okay,
cool.
so before we get to maybe I want to ask you how you started normally. Like normally, we want to ask you like how it's been the last few years. No, I never asked yet. Though. I just say we want to ask you, but I have a story to tell. It's funny because about 3 years ago, I ran into one of Demola's videos. I'm talking when he had like 600 followers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, I just ran into the shit. And I'm just like, yo, this nigga's kind of dope. So I take the video, right? I post it, boom, on my Instagram. Me, I don't understand. I always tell people, I was just like, yo, this nigga's actually nice. Yo, fuck with this. I didn't even say much, you know. You never sent me, just like the picture come out. So 3 months later, I swear to you, Demola Violinist was popping. Like, for real. Next thing, I think I have had you before, right?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I think.
That's when I became a big fan.
Yeah, and after a while, you know, just from, I started like posting a few of your covers, then people can't do like, say, they know see. Before I knew anything, Demola was popping. And then Demola becoming, and that's how for me, those things that people think don't count. I'm not saying it's because of me. The guy's talented, you know what I'm saying? But me, I just post stuff. Like, people can ignore stuff.
You put him on.
I did not put him on.
I'm just joking.
Have you seen the man on the violin?
You recognize talent, you know, you got no choice but to support it.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, bro. You know, like a lot of times.
Yeah, this guy got good.
You want to talk finish, make I talk.
No, you fit talk, actually. I just want to say it's not personal. I just say the music was good.
Okay,
it's not that you're handsome or anything.
It is.
Guy, watch me.
Right.
Are we live?
We're live.
People hear that too.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it?
No worry, no, because they know they talk, so you're safe. It's okay.
I'm safe, okay.
You're very safe. Uh-huh.
You know, but I don't know. I can't even remember. I can't remember that whole incident. Like, but I'm really very grateful to God for the gift, and then I'm also very grateful to people who supported me when I had like 1 follower. To where it's only my brother, in fact, my sister that they follow me on Instagram. Like, Demola, you just have 5 followers. When will you? I wasn't really into Instagram. I was more into Facebook. You know, then I had like the whole Facebook sponsor. You know, push my stuff, and I was becoming big on Facebook. And my friends were like, "Why not? Why not go?" But that Facebook page is closed now. You know, and they were like, "Why not go on Instagram? Start doing your stuff on Instagram." So I started. I had like a few reposts, and then I didn't even know how to walk my way around Instagram. But when I eventually, you know, started getting that whole, okay, this is how to do it on Instagram and all of that, you know, some people from nowhere just repost my stuff, and then I started commenting, you know, thank you so much. Some people, you know, slide on my DMs, you're so talented, you're gifted. I'm like, oh, thank you. You know, I find that most times, most artists, rising artists, made, not the made deal, like made. You know, like a lot of them don't really show appreciation to people. You know, someone just shares your work, you don't owe the person anything, right? But at the same time, the person likes your work and is trying to show people, you know, why not just say thank you? A lot of people don't say, like, as if you say thank you, like, you don't fuck up. You're like, how do you? I don't know. Like, a lot of people don't do it. Like, I also repost people's work, and when I repost some people's work, they're like, oh, they just come and they just like I did. I'm sorry about that, and go. Some people even like at all. You know, it's really long. But I want to say thank you for that. You know?
No.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, I was not even saying it to say.
No. I don't even know. You just told me the story now, and I want to show appreciation.
Oh, of course,
right
of
now,
course.
I'm here now. You're telling me the whole story.
No, we did humble now. No, we're loyal.
Appreciate it. Forget it. I didn't want you.
We're loyal.
Quick question.
But really, all right.
Do you remember when everything was it like a fast, just everything grew drastically, or was it like,
Man,
how
it
did
was
it?
slow.
It was slow.
As a matter of fact, it's still slow. So, you know, it's like.
But you know, you went from 5.
I
Now
went
I'm
from
asking,
5.
you went from 5.
But what happened was the first repost I had that changed my whole, I don't want to say life. But, you know, my own mindset to Instagram was when Yvonne Nelson reposted my Mad Over You cover. And then she had about 2.2 followers, million followers. I just woke up in the morning, I just saw people. No, it wasn't. It was when African Ape reposted my One Dance. And then I saw people reposting One Dance. From there, I just grew from, you know. Then I had like 500. 3,000. Then the only thing I used to do was just post covers, and maybe once in a while flyers of shows. I really didn't send Instagram. All of a sudden, it just happened, and I'm like, wow. So I hit up African people, like, is this how it works? They say, bro, no worry, calm down. Because I had like a lot of reposts, like people were just reposting my One Dance cover, and I'm like, so this is how it works, you know. I was so happy, but he was also in the video, so that's why he posted it. You know, then And the next thing was Madova You cover was Yvonne Nelson. And then she put this very
That's
funny.
the one I heard.
Yvonne Nelson put this very funny caption. These are the kind of things that melt my heart. So a lot of people went for that caption. Like, who be this boy where they melt Yvonne Nelson? You know,
Right.
And that was, like, from there, I started getting.
So,
You the melt hearts.
did you nail Evan Nelson?
No, I did not.
Wow.
She's not even following me again.
You must have slid in
I don't know why she unfollowed me, but at the point, I don't know. I think she did.
Oh, you think she did?
Yeah, I think she
You
did.
have to.
because-
We have to
Mr.
double
Mehdi,
check.
Mr. Mehdi, is Evan Nelson still following you?
I don't think she's following me.
Would you
She
know?
was following me at a point. And I don't know. I think it was. I think it was.
Mr. Mehdi, am I
sure she
following you?
I don't know.
I don't
Of course
know.
she is.
You know,
She is
so, but
following
that was
you.
what
Your
that was.
social media or someone else runs it?
I do actually.
So you're the one that never posts.
Yes.
Yeah, Mehdi don't be posting unless
Let
you
me
put
ask
some
you,
music out.
Demola, what is your Demola?
Anyhow,
Okay,
she calls
working
out.
it out.
Can you leave the East African sister
That's your
alone?
Please.
babe. That's your babe, bro. You shouldn't be.
I was East African, raised in America. I will not say West African stuff correctly.
Oh,
That's of life.
All right.
What is your most memorable? What's your most memorable? Let me say, is it performance or
Sure.
is it your most
no,
memorable?
we're coming for you. We're coming for you.
Most memorable. What am I trying to say?
What's
Moment with everything.
As far as
Music.
No, your whole career in general. What's your most
Okay, like my whole
memorable?
career.
Yes.
Before you answer that, like, how long has it been since you kind of took off? Like,
Okay. I started playing the violin like over 10 years ago.
okay.
Yeah. So. Church, of course, but it wasn't like I learned in the church, if you know what I mean. I actually didn't learn in the church. My brother was a pianist, and he's a very good jazz pianist and classical. We'll practically do everything like a brother would do with his brother. You know, go to jump fence, you know, steal meat.
of course.
So when he started playing music, he wanted me to do the kind of music he was doing. He wanted to accompany me on the piano. I mean, I was more into pop and Afrobeat, and so I was playing the drums and bass, but not like professionally. So he was like, bro, you got it. But long story short, he forced me. We fought, and I started playing the violin. So I picked up the violin on my own, but in the church, because I didn't have a personal violin. So there was this.
At what age?
I was, you know, Nigeria, we get into college very early. I got into university at a very early age, you know. I was just about to get into university when I picked up. I was like my first year. You know, I had admission.
So you're 16.
That's how old you were when
Seven-
you went to college?
Yeah.
I was pretty
I was,
much, I was
um,
even young. I think I was younger.
Yeah.
It was a
see?
year before I got into college because we were on a year strike. Like Canada, I think 14. Yeah. You know, I guess. I think I was 14 when I picked it up. And so I just started playing, and that was how it all started. And then I got very into it and started playing classical jazz. And after that, I started playing pop, and I love music. That was it for me. But my memorable moment for me was my first show ever was in 2004 when I was called. I'm like, hey, we need violinists in the country, and we don't even have a lot of string players, you know. Then I was like, the guy who was putting me through the violin, they're like, oh, I know a very promising violinist. His name is Demola. Come to my church, come and see him. I was like, me, I'm not going to be around. I'm going to be playing somewhere else. Like, okay, you're going to come to Abuja to play for us. And then I was doing this work, you know, I was doing all this normal work that you work at 7 to 7, and then you get paid at the end of the month. You know, boy, that hustle. In Nigeria now, you know. So like my friend was like, okay, come and listen to him. So I picked up my instrument, and I played, and the guy was like, wow, okay, you know what? You're very young, but we take you to travel. Hope your mom is going to allow you to travel. I'm like, mom or no mom, I'm traveling. And then I was just pretty much like 6 months into playing the violin, and after that, boom, I went to Abuja. They didn't tell me the show, bro. I got there, no string players were around. They were like, oh, you have to take the front seat, play. And that was the first time I was going to be playing. I'm like, new pieces. So I picked it up, read music, played it. When people were sleeping, I was in my room, practicing in the toilet. And the day of the show came. Lo and behold, it was Nigeria's Independence Day dinner with the president. So the president was having dinner with the senators and some people, chosen people from House of Rep. Dangote was there, Babangida was there,
Okay.
everybody. And that was
Please,
Obasanjo.
That's
please
most
hold that
memorable.
thought. Hold that thought real quick. Hold that thought. Why I want you to hold that thought is, why you know I want you to hold that thought. This is how nonsensical Nigeria can be. No, don't get it twisted. You're talented as they come, right? But they were going to play for the president and Dangote and all these people, right? They took raw meat off the street that they had not even heard properly.
I'm going to
They're not heard them properly play.
tell you,
That's
bro.
who they now brought to say, anyway, just come feel.
I was.
No,
Yes,
I'm saying that
but in
whoever
general
brought him to
now-
bring the show.
No.
But no, for the president.
Don't worry,
yeah.
like,
Actually,
No. The only reason why, industry-wise, the only reason why they didn't tell you, I'm sorry I might offend some people, but I don't give a fuck. The only reason why they didn't tell you was because they wanted to downpay you.
Yes.
I'm still coming to that.
That's the only reason.
That was the reason, though.
Yeah. No, we're both saying the same thing, really. That's what I'm saying. So they don't even go find real
They
professionals.
know
Well,
him,
they were
trust me.
professionals.
They
were,
know him.
but the thing is, the professionals were.
They
not-
looked at
They
him
will
for
never
a
know
while.
available.
They looked at him for a
They
while.
already know him.
So they knew it was
They
good
knew he was
enough.
dope.
Oh,
But they didn't
okay.
want to tell him who he was going to play
Or how
for, so you
dope he
don't
was.
charge them as much.
I don't
Right.
know. Me, I just went there, played. But when I got there, I was
That makes
the
sense.
whole orchestra were not so much because the very good players are not much. String, violin, Africa, Nigeria, there wasn't so much a big deal. So the good players were playing for a better paying. They also came for the event, but they were like different sections. This choir comes with their orchestra, so they were playing for the one who was paying more. I didn't know anything about payments. I didn't even know if I was going to get paid. I just wanted to do it for, and then I got there and then I met the other guys. I played and it went fine, And then a person just walked up and was like, "Oh, I like the way you play," and he shook me. And then when we finished the next day, I got paid 2,000 naira.
2,000 naira.
Yeah, I think it was 2,000, 2,500.
What was the conversion to dollars at that time?
Yeah, but even at that time, that was a measly at most $190.
Yeah.
Flights,
No, the fly. We fly. We
Bus.
Bus, go come, hotel. Even in
The
my room,
bus.
we had we had like 5 in my room. When everybody was sleeping, I was 6. Bro, when everyone was sleeping, everyone had everyone here, everyone had different. I was playing. In
But
the
it was a
toilet,
pleasure.
I was passing in the toilet, and people were like, "Oh, you're making noise, you're making noise." I locked the toilet, carry the curtain down, just to play because I didn't want to mess up.
And this is before you even knew who you were playing for.
No, bro.
That's dope.
It was the day of the sound check. They were like, I'm here, pam, 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 pam. People are rehearsing brigade song. What's happening? They were like, he's a show, he's a. Until we walked into transport in Abuja, boom, and Obasanjo came in. I nearly lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
like,
Did you play right?
hey,
He killed it.
You have to see this guy perform.
that was
You
how
wouldn't
I-
even
that
ask
was-
You know what? Hopefully,
when you're shocked, something happens
I
sometimes.
think I would have went harder.
we're gonna go to break real quick. We're
Yes.
gonna go to break real quick. Right? I want to get back right. We're gonna get into some of Medee's stuff, right? And not only that, right? I'm hoping that by God's grace, because I saw him coming with his violin, right? We could probably get Medee to hold a mic and do us an old number with Demi backing him up. Maybe we'll
I'll
go
be the
back.
backup dancer. Ooh.
No, you're not.
But
No,
can
you're
Demi
not.
do
You're
one of
already doing
Medee's
it, huh?
tracks?
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
question.
Yeah, if he's gonna sing with me, I'm gonna do it with him.
Medee, are you up for that?
Wait, don't ask him yet. Now we have ways to coax him.
Let's go to break.
Woo!
Let's go to break.
Yeah, okay. Like we said, it's your boy James Verb Jones, aka King of This on all social networks. Be sure to follow us at the Afrobuzz Show, Fast Shouts Out Your Luke Radio, and Fast Shouts Afro Vibes Radio. NitaPop in the building. We got Baby Stacie in the building. Not Stacie, Baby Stacie. King Nunoo in the building. What's popping? Demola Violinist. Mr. Medee. We'll be right back, guys.
From king to baby.
I prefer you guys call me Goddess Pop. It's your girl NitaPop here. We're back live. The boys are back in the studio. I'm here with Nunu. I don't know why I'm so hyped. I don't know. I really don't. Because I thought
We
somebody
all
else
gotta
would
be
talking.
hyped. Come
So I was
on.
like talking to him.
No, you're doing good. You're
But
doing
we
good.
just heard how it all started for Demola. So we're getting back into the show. I'm live.
Yeah, you guys heard some music from Medee, and you guys also heard some stuff from Demola. Demola, as you can see, he has his violin in his hand, so I'm so happy already. That means we might actually get Medee to do some stuff. But speaking of Medee,
Yes, sir.
thanks for coming, man.
Thank you.
Like I said earlier, I'm a fan. I've always been right from days of Soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? That was the
Thank
first
you.
Medee track I heard. And I remember back then, I'll tell you another.
Sing it. Sing it to my room.
She got the biggest poop waist size. Oh my God! Yeah,
That
no.
song got too many vocals. I can't even
Yeah.
attempt.
Yeah, Medee, you came hard though. That's the when Medee hit the scene. He came
Yes.
hard. It was like boom. I was like, who's
Ben
this
was
nigga?
using that.
Because
I
niggas
go
was
play soundtrack.
niggas wasn't really checking for niggas when like D-Banj and Wizkid and them niggas. But then when Medee came, I was like, okay, boom. And you know what's so crazy? This is not a song by you, but I remember 2 songs. I'm serious. I played them for a week straight. 2 songs. It was your song soundtrack, and it was Babadi's song, Ye Masa. So those 2 songs for me, it's like in my head. I was always once I touch them again, it's like I go for another week or so. Like just play them all the time, you know. So like I said, I'm a fan, and I'm glad you're here. You're putting out new stuff. You know, I know one thing about you is like I always say you're like the fabulous of the Nigerian industry.
That's a good.
You know why? Because
Fabulous of all people, y'all.
He's consistent. Oh no! Let's not do that. Let's not do that. No. Let's not do that. We're talking about musically, right? Since the day
the mixtape, let's give him somebody
Fabulous
else.
hit the scene in the late 90s while there was other hard niggas out, and he came out, put his thing out, and he's still here. He's put music out almost all the time. He's always on the radio. Him and people hit here and they say him and Wale, but Fab has always been consistent. Like I've not heard of one person in my life say Fab sucks, man. Forget that dude. Like dude is nice. Mayday is nice. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you are. And
So
you know.
Mayday, talk to us about what's been going on with you.
You really want to know?
I do want to know, yeah, what's going on,
Let me
Mayday.
like you compared to Fab. I like how you compared to Fab.
I love
It's
that.
like you silent. You know what I'm saying? You one of those just quietly working, and then you just drop when you drop, and then go back quietly, and then come when you need to come. So, like why is that?
Oh, yeah, that's that because, I determine when I want to drop, I determine when I want to, like, be in the scene. I determine when I want to, like, be all out, you get me? So when you have control of your shit, you understand?
Ooh, when I have control of my own music, I'm my own boss. I come and clock in when I feel like it, and then I leave when I feel like it. Nice.
So back in the day, you not even back in the day. I think you were signed with Convict, right?
I'm just affiliated.
You're affiliated with Convict Music. I know you used to work with Akon and them a lot. So how's that relationship?
It's great, because, I have no enemies, you get me? People might hate me, but, I don't hate nobody.
So that's probably what Akon likes about you anyway, right?
Yeah, Akon has always been like, Akon came closer even because of me, when I was in Square, because, I always know how to, like, I can relate to, like, even if it's just the, gate guy, you get me?
Like it gets mine.
I relate to you understand. I don't know if anybody understands when I say gates man.
Yeah.
But if it's just I relate to a gates man like I'm a gates man too, you get me?
Right.
So that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like I don't discriminate nobody. I don't hate nobody because we're not perfect. So if you know nobody's perfect, so why are you stressing? You get me?
I think that's exactly how I live my life, honestly. I hope so, at least. So that's a good thing. So you also Confirm Records. Who's that?
Yeah, that's my record label.
That's your record label. So you're your own boss.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. I love saying things like that. Everybody like growing and becoming their own people and getting the business aspect done.
Yeah.
You guys got strop, man.
I'm telling you, my brother, it's not easy. At least if you're making the smoke which you come here making, it's okay.
Yeah.
Fine with yourself.
Right. So, Mady, do you produce at all?
Yeah, I do. Actually.
Of course, yeah, because I think I already knew that, honestly. So I just had to ask very surely because I cannot be doing.
Right from the days when we had our CPU computer now.
Exactly.
In every home then. When
Fruity
you had a
Loops,
computer,
right?
It was like, yeah, Fruity Loops.
Right.
In your house, you always have to have a computer those days. You get
So do you have any artists right now like that are signed that you got anything coming?
No artist right now. But I had an artist, but I didn't really sign him. I just I don't really want to sign nobody. I just want to help. You get me?
Okay, nice.
Because I'm not trying to do this music for Even if I sign someone, the thing is, if I sign someone and I'm making money off that person, I feel some type of way. You get me? Because I'm making my money too, so I don't need more money because I'm making enough money. So if I sign someone, I'm trying to help you. So why am I making money from me if I'm trying to help you? I know it sounds stupid, because most people just want to make money. But my money is enough
It's
for
passion.
me.
Nice.
So I'm just doing music for passion. So I just help people. You get me?
That's what's up. That's actually really dope.
Look,
No, I
they want in the
understand.
background
I
like,
completely
what's
get
up?
it. I
Look,
completely
play the
get it.
violin real quick in this video. love it.
I need it.
And another thing to not to touch on the Fabulous comparison again is, you know, if you check his track record too, all the people he's worked with, you know what I'm saying, name it, Wiz, David, P Square, name any name, you know, they've worked with Mayday because, you know what I'm saying, niggas that sound, you know what I'm saying, like, niggas fuck with you. Like, and I don't know, streets know, but sometimes I just know.
I'm gonna say this, for somebody to work with you, somebody's working with you because they see potential or they see something. You know what I'm saying?
Quality.
Exactly, and they want to attach their name to it. So for somebody to work with you, it's just that.
Thank you.
And James mentioned the big hitters.
Yeah, but how did it start for you though? Maybe, like before soundtrack.
Like way back, right?
Yeah.
My dad always used to listen to Michael Jackson, and I always fell asleep in the living room. You get me? So when he came, and even if I was asleep, he never used to stress only me, because you know, I just liked it. So when I used to act, like I used to do drama when I was in like primary school. Then I got into secondary school, I started dancing. And I won a lot of awards for my secondary school. You get me? So that like motivated me already. And I could sing then, because you know, there was a day I was laying in my bed and I was singing a praise song. And then my friend that was staying like below me in my bunk, like, you know, boarding school, it was like,
which one?
Yo, King's College.
Okay, hey, Casey boy, that's what's up. Okay.
So he was like, yo, now you they sing. I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh more, mad. So you know, since then, you know,
Right.
I've always been singing because of what he said.
Right.
And you know, my mom always used to call me every time I messed up. She always used to call me to sing her to sleep. So I used to think it was like she was trying to, you know,
Punish you.
punish me, but I didn't know the
She was
reason why.
enjoying.
She never told me. You get me? So when he said that, somebody was like, "Are you serious?" So since then, I was always singing. I did. So yeah. So basically, that was how it all started. Then my parents forced me into the choir in church.
Paid off.
Yeah.
You know what?
You were mad, then you was like,
The
what
funny
you
thing,
now?
right? It starts off
No,
in church.
parents saying go.
The good ones. The good
Well,
ones.
it has a lot to do with the parents, but a lot of times it's always the church. Connection church.
Yeah.
Church. Tunes church. Every person that's been here that's been relevant.
Simi, church, all of it.
Everybody. Church.
Yeah.
You know. I think it's time some of us cross over and go to church.
I go to church.
Well, yeah. We go to church over here,
But it's
bro.
also listen.
Catch me.
I believe in the Lord. I'm not
It's
talking
also
about church.
important for them to
What
have.
you talking about? You gotta serve.
Hold on. It's also important for them to have that believe moment.
Of course.
Because even when you look at in the Bible, it says just have faith. Like he said, it took that one person to tell him that he believed in himself,
You know, but my pastor,
and that was his faith at the end of the day. So he was, you know what? He took it there from then on. Music was my thing.
That is true. Somebody did push in that direction, then God led me.
Yeah,
Church.
basically.
No,
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. I'm going to start going to church because, like, the thing is, I believe in God, and everybody, like, I will say this: she's trying to take me to church. Jay-Z even woke up one day and said, "Nunu, go to church." I told the nigga, "Fuck you." And it's not like I don't believe in church and nothing like that. Trust me, it's not. I believe in God, like the Most High. I just don't like the church and the corruption and everything that goes in the church. And you know what I'm saying? Like every church, especially African church, every time you go to church, money. So because of that, I'm not a big fan of the church. But I have my belief, and I try to do the best I can do according to God. But here's church. So
Nunu feeling real guilty. He just went so left. I don't even know where that came from.
Do you want to freestyle today, Nunu? Talking about let you go start singing.
I can't sing to save my life. It's going to take me somewhere.
All I'm gonna say is he's risen. Okay, we're gonna go back into.
Yeah.
We'll probably touch on some more history, maybe, and Demola, but we have hot topics to get into. Do we go to break before we get into this, or do we just go into?
No, he was like in the middle of it.
Yeah, no, he was in the middle
So
of
I
something,
kind of wanted to get to that. He had a little revelation.
I want to hear your story. Forget.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
my bad, y'all.
You went to church.
My bad, y'all.
That's
So
cool.
now you're attacking
It's
me.
Easter Sunday,
See
so
what happens? When you try to go to church, those are people.
Don't let that. Don't lie to yourself. You can go to church.
Bro, first of all,
let him go.
I ain't say nothing back to you because for me the matter is never gonna be church. It's not about that. See me, you can. There's 50 different thousand churches, 50,000. So what are y'all doing? For me, it's like if I believe in the philosophy of Jesus Christ Himself. You You know what I'm saying? All these churches left and right. I'm Catholic. I know what they say about the Catholic
But you
Church,
guys
but I'm
going
Catholic.
left.
I'm not going to switch.
You are
You
going
know what I'm
left.
saying?
Just
I know.
let him-
All
Sorry,
y'all,
I just
like-
want to.
That's
I wanted to touch on that real quick.
I'm gonna shut it down.
I want to touch on that
Ultimately,
real quick.
it's the relationship with God. Now go ahead,
So you
Mayday.
started off because,
Tell us.
but no, you already started off, and then you polished up in church. So then, what was the timeline? That's where they,
you know,
you took us to church for a second.
you know.
Some of us haven't been to church, so that's why we went to church.
Yeah, basically.
We're trying to save
So
face.
basically, I was, you know, I was forced into church by my parents.
Oh, he was forced. See?
Yeah,
Thank you
'cause-
for your honesty.
You know, I'm just being honest because you know, they were always telling me, you know, join the choir, join the choir, join the choir, and I'm like, you guys are just telling me join the choir because you want to floss with me. Like, oh, my son is good, and not telling me join the choir because you really think I should be in the choir. You get me? Because I should join the choir like willingly.
Right.
You get me? On my own. You shouldn't
Right.
force me to join the choir. You get me? So, you know, it was like that. So there was a day I was in church, and then they asked me to go to the choir section, but I didn't go out. So when I saw them coming, I ran to the choir. So that was how I joined the choir. That was how I joined the choir. You get me?
For real.
That's
For real. Though.
And I'm sure.
By force.
How long?
Dad.
How long did
Come
it
to
take?
check on him.
How long did it take before you got your first lead? Just random question.
Yeah, I always had songs like on the radio, like from time. You know, I always went to the radio station. If it took me like 6 hours to see someone, you know, I'll do that. You know, and then when I make
Dedication.
songs, you know, I always had friends that supported me from time. You get me? Like, you know, studio time. And I always made sure that, you know, every time I'm in the studio, I'm doing my best. So they're going to have to call me back and I don't have to pay for a studio session next time. You get me? So that was how I was doing it, you get me? So every time I went to the studio, I did something that I made sure that, you know, even if I wasn't doing it for myself, but at least they didn't know that at least someone can sound like this, you know? So they'll now call me next time that, oh, a bank wants to do an advert and they need someone that I should come through. So when I come, there are like 10 people trying to do the advert. Then I get to be the one chosen. You get me? So things like that motivate me. You know, it makes me know that, okay, yeah, there's something about me. You get me?
They
I'm
wouldn't
not a
choose
fool.
me for nothing, right?
Yeah. So, you know, I was doing all that. And even if I was getting paid, but I didn't really care about the money. I didn't even know that they were supposed to pay me at the point. So it was later that they now paid me. And I'm like, oh, shit. You get me? So, you know, things like that just motivated
So
me.
you were hustling off jingles before.
Basically, I was hustling. Not like I was hustling, but, you know, I was just going to the studio to do something. But I'm like, if I have to pay for studio time for every inspiration, I can't afford it.
Right.
Because inspiration comes like almost every
Every so
you get me? So I'm like, if I'm going to go to the studio, I need to do my best so that when they need something, they can call me, and of course I'll come through so that we will discuss about business. And so that was how I was working everything all together. Then I was in school. I was in a group with a friend that, you know, also loved music like I did, but, you know, he didn't even care about, you know, moving to the next level. He was just all about, you know, doing music for the girls, you know, make girls happy, make girls smile. That was all it was all about. You get me? Because he was a rich kid.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Got nothing to worry about.
he had nothing to worry about. It was just like, you know. So I had to like branch away and do my own thing because, you know, I had something to worry about.
Right. And also, when you said Casey, I now see why, you know, you have some street respect. Like, people just, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, King's College, the high school he went to. It's like, not only is he a Lagos boy or does he sing like good music, he's like a product of the state type thing. So niggas fuck with him anyway. Hood, I don't even know where he's from as far as hood goes, but just going to that school is kind of like, you know, at least you're mainstream at
It's
least.
a popular school.
Yeah, it's a popular
well-known
school.
school.
Old
Okay,
school
cool.
too. Very,
Cool.
very old school. Fast shouts to all the KC niggas I know.
Yes, Florida.
Yeah, right. So are we going to break?
Now we're going on break.
Okay.
I just wanted to get to the end of the
Who's
story.
taking us a break?
And
Stacie,
look,
wanna
we
take
did
us a
perfect
break?
timing for that break too.
let me swallow.
Casey,
Never swallow.
I mean Stacie.
I was just joking.
Yeah. Have you?
No, where we going? We're going on break.
I'm saying
We are
we're going on
break. On break, yes.
Okay,
We
so
going.
are you taking us a break?
Okay, let's go ahead and we will be right back with Mayday, Demola, Nunu, Pop, And James.
I love it. She did that. There we go. There we go.
All right, so we're back now on the Afrobuzz show. It's your girl NitaPop here, and I'm here in the studio with James Verb, Miss Stacie K, Nunu the Chosen One, and of course I got May D and Demola the Violinist in the building. Shout out to Code Chrome.
Is Pop the most eloquent Ghanaian I know?
First of all, no. Eloquent.
You know what?
where
You
you
know
from?
what? You know I take that back. I always used to say Ghanaians actually speak better than us.
We do.
But bro, no, but that accent, that
Pop, I
hair,
didn't know you
that
was
hair
Ghana.
thing that y'all be doing.
You
No.
don't see all this Ghanaian beauty there?
Girl, I did not know Ghana.
Yo.
Ghana has a gap. Is that what you're trying to say?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I just feel like I look like the spokesperson of Ghana.
Oh my God,
Okay.
this is great. She
That
just
is
gave
beautiful.
herself a title.
Yes.
I'm just playing.
No,
I'm just
but-
playing. I'm way
Ghana's
more humble than this,
spokesperson,
y'all.
yes.
That's a Martell.
Okay,
But Demola, I have some questions.
basically, yeah. Pop speaks well. Sorry, I think
Love
I made a mistake
I
just
think
trying
all
that.
Ghanaians speak well, actually. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I wouldn't
no.
say that,
Them
no.
Kumasi niggas.
Pop takes it for the girls now.
Yeah,
That's
but
just my radio voice.
I-
I
you
have
know what?
a
I
Southwest
know-
Atlanta voice too. Like
I know 3 eloquent Ghanaian babes. The rest of them sound like Liberians.
Y'all are lying.
Nah, yeah, I'll definitely say
Go ahead and stand up for your
Okay,
Ghanaian
4.
girls now.
I
Go
know
ahead.
Girls have like a nice little.
The remaining Ghanaians talk like Liberians. Every time I don't know what the fuck them niggas be saying
That
actually.
is definitely a lie.
What?
Liberians and Ghanaians talk alike. The rest,
What?
negative.
I know 4 well-spoken ones. Pop just happens to make the list.
5.
No, 4.
No,
Should
4.
stop 4, please.
Am I done?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so-
Go ahead.
6.
Y'all just judged me for a little bit.
It was a compliment.
Yes.
I think that all Ghanaian girls sound like this. Actually.
Go ahead
I
and
agree.
stand up for your
Goddamn
girls.
liar.
Go
You
ahead.
know what
They
is
sound
this
better
shit
than
you're
me
talking about,
sometimes.
man? I will
With
name
the
names.
British
I will
accent.
name names.
Don't do
Name
it.
somebody.
Don't do it all.
Name
Let's
somebody.
go. On to the
ahead.
next.
Who you know?
It's very well
Come
educated,
on.
speak well, they're very intelligent. Like I've already talked
Every
about.
Ghanaian you
Every
know.
female Ghanaian I personally know.
Thank
Well,
Personally.
please, just go into the show.
No, go ahead and stand up for
you.
your
Can you
Right.
just unlock your
Stand up
phone
for
so I
them,
can
man.
get to the
Come on,
point?
man. Don't play us.
I don't even know how to say this word.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, man, make sure y'all catch us up every Tuesday on After League Radio, 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So, yeah.
On Afrobuzz Radio, 7:30
After League
CST.
Saturdays, Afro Vibes.
Central, please, because I made the mistake of going Eastern time.
I'm still kind of confused.
Oh,
when it
and I
comes
got
to
nothing
how
but
it is.
music.
Is it
Central
8:30
is
Central,
Central is
7:30
an hour.
Eastern?
Yeah.
Or no, 7:30
Eastern, 8:30
Eastern,
CST.
8:30. No.
It's
Yes.
8:30 Eastern,
It's
7:30
Eastern,
Central.
7:30 Central.
Why are we even talking about time right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the next.
Okay. So
Yes,
this
that way,
week,
actually.
well, speaking of James, I found out that this surfaced a few years ago.
Okay.
Okay. So it was this picture about artist management, and we talked to you both about like how you have your own record label. Are you signed?
Yeah, I'm signed.
So
Who you signed
I
to?
I just got signed to Music World Entertainment. Mathew Knowles.
Okay. Oh, shit.
ooh,
Oh,
the
you
no.
know.
Oh, you want me to
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes.
an American empire.
Hell.
Congratulations.
That is why we're
Forget you.
Okay, they shook me. I'm gonna say they shook me. But it would just happen like 3 weeks.
Nigeria, go ahead,
Congratulations.
support Nigeria.
That's
Yeah, so
that's big.
Congrats.
Ah, we're going to meet Beyonce. Wash it.
very soon, calm that guy.
Once you perform for presidents,
You're good.
you're okay.
Right.
He came in on
You're
top.
going.
The
He
way
came in
ca-
on top.
the way Demola
You're on the way
earlier, he
up.
casually said, Obashano came in and shook my hand. I shook him. Then went on to
Tell
the
me how
next
good
side.
that was.
I almost threw the mic at his head. What the? What?
But the truth is, I played for all the presidents of Nigeria before I left. I played for Obasanjo like a lot of times. Even when he came to Houston, when he came to my school, Texas Southern University, or my previous school, you know.
So
I
now,
had to play there. I played for Goodluck Jonathan, played for past presidents, played for everyone. You know, it was just, I don't know, not just God.
Yeah.
You know, it was just God's blessings and all of
Just
that.
God. No,
You know,
hard
so-
work too.
But I'm grateful to God for, you know, the growth. I'm grateful to God for, you know, the insights, the inspiration, everything.
You know,
Grateful to God
it-
for you guys.
Real quick,
Nice.
before we
Okay.
go back there, real quick. Maybe we didn't ask you. Maybe it's because we just look at it as you do a lot of shows, right? But what's your most memorable show for you that you would say, or the performance that you remember that changed a lot, or that you reckon with the most?
There's so many of
No,
them.
This guy said, "God damn."
So many of them.
This guy said, "God damn." Is there anyone that stands out though?
Oh, what was your
There are
live?
A lot of them, but there's one I had at Cameroon. My belt came off. My belt hook came off, like,
Whoa.
and then my zipper too.
So that's an embarrassing story.
So I had to get a towel and tie on my waist.
As you're performing.
Because the show has to continue, you get me?
Right.
So I had to get a towel to tie on my waist and all that. Because my zipper and my belt was
Hold on.
so
you
you
just let the pants fall off. And
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
You went from becoming the artist to the dancer.
Honestly, or he stood too close to the crowd and them girls started jacking shit off one by one.
No, that was what happened. But I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know how
Were you
my belt
actually
and my
dancing?
zipper.
But he's always dancing though, yeah.
Yeah, I was dancing. Like,
Okay, that's why now.
It was a show. It was like, I had like 2 hours on stage. So I had to
2
He
hours.
danced
2
on
hours.
2 hours on stage.
No break.
Oh wow.
no break.
No, that's too wow. 2 hours on stage.
and kept
15
going
minutes,
in
I'm
the
done.
towel.
15 minutes and 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
That's for sure that
so
this season
going back to
Dedication again. This one.
So going back to what Pop was asking about the management thing. Okay, we
Yes,
heard
sir.
from Dami. Congratulations, Demola,
Yeah,
by the
thank
way.
you, man.
He signs to Mathew
Congrats,
Knowles.
bro.
And for those of you guys sleeping on your bicycle, Mathew Knowles is Beyonce's father. So
When I go to
when you
church,
saw
I'm
me
going to
doing
ask
that,
my pastor, how can I be like Demola?
Aww.
fun now.
Right.
You said what?
Me, I'm not even asking my pastor. I'm asking Demola before he leaves. How I can be like him. And then you already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got to, we know we can't be like you. We're trying, but we'll try. Okay. That's a no-no for me, bro. You know what's nuts? Let me do this. Fast shouts to I Ride Martin and fast shouts to Lexi on Instagram. There's 2 black folks I know, right? Normal people, normal African Americans that play the hell out of violin, and including you. So the 3 of you just do that. Like, and I'm saying these people don't even do it for a living or something, but they're so good at it, and you would never expect that from them, but they're so good at it. So just fast shouts to them real quick.
Well, go ahead and read this, James.
Okay, so she's trying to set me up, but I'll tell you why. There's a word here that when she showed me, this is why I was laughing at it. I've never seen this word in my life.
I'm not
I
going to
know
embarrass
words.
myself speaking
Okay, so
English.
the name is a bit of a misnomer.
Misnomer. Okay, so
That's
let's
what it
talk about
sounds
artist
like.
management. But before you say that, I want to say, like, we were talking about how you don't have anybody signed because you want to help people just to help them, not to try to make money off of them.
Yeah.
So this week, artist management has been trending.
Okay.
So we're going to read this, and then we're going to talk about what you guys think an artist manager really is.
Okay. So the name is a bit of a misnomer, really. An artist manager is actually your employee. You pay your manager to manage things in your career for you, usually about 15 to 30% of gross or net receipts, depending on your negotiation skills. A manager is not your bank. He's not your investor, your sugar daddy, your mama, your daddy, or your captain save-a-hoe. Your manager connects to the dots. He gets you from point A to B. He connects you with his network when you're ready to capitalize on each connection. A manager provides you with opportunities but does not bankroll you in set opportunities. That is an artist's responsibility. Managers are not labels. You being a seasoned artist in the industry, I know you don't mean to read that back. You probably even understood what the person was trying to say. Do you agree with that assessment that where people put too much pressure on their managers? Because I see a lot of artists changing, especially in our industry, Nigerian industry, they change managers a lot. Somebody fired this manager. Next thing you know, he's working with this guy. Next thing you know, is this other manager. And they keep rotating the same 3, 4, 5 main guys. So I want to ask you, for you, are managers supposed to be put to work, as in if you want to be a manager, you have to have your own bread already coming. Be realistic. I don't want you to just give a politically correct answer. What is the fact in the industry? Is your manager supposed to like come in holding bread, or is he just supposed to be able to generate bread off you?
He's supposed to generate bread off you. You get me? Like, your manager is supposed to be like your, you know, your everything. You get me? Not like doing everything for you. Like, you know, some people give their manager their bags or try to get PA to carry a bag for you at the airport, you know. I don't think that is necessary, but, you know, what I'm just trying to say is, like, your manager is like the one who sources for everything. You get me? All you need to worry about is your manager can have like people working for him too. You get me? But all you need to worry about is just your music. You know, focus on that. You know, because the less thoughts you have about things, or the less issues you have, you know, the more creativity.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
you said it in a different angle. You know, so you said in a different.
It's
angle
not. It's not really about age. It's
You know, it has
about
nothing to do with
issues.
age or nothing. Like, you said in the angle where we hear it from an artist perspective.
Yeah.
You know, now let's say, for example, I'm giving an example. Myself, I'm not a manager, but occasionally I have different people that will hit me up, like, hey, you know, manage me. Manage wise for them is because they personally don't have the actual funds to do certain things they want to do, such as promotion, marketing, all that stuff. So then they want somebody to manage them, where the manager now is the one taking over the sponsorship, the promotion, paying for this, paying
No,
for
no, no.
that.
I don't
and
think.
stuff.
I don't think the manager is actually the person to bring up money.
Exactly.
Whoever is bringing money for the business is the investor.
Yeah.
You get me? So an investor is different from a manager. If a manager is taking like a role of an investor, then the manager would have more shares. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I'ma
because
say
you
this.
can still be a manager, but you're gonna be the percentage is gonna be different. You get me? Like, if I'm a manager right now and all I do is just manage the shit you bring to me,
Okay.
you get me? All I'm gonna do is take maybe 25%, because I'm just managing the shit. Like, you just do a video of a song and you give it to me, and you give me money to push it. Then I do that my own way, you know, and then when
Right.
everything comes out,
That's right.
That's how
we
it's supposed
share
to
it
be.
out 25%. But if you don't give me money and I push it, then it's gonna be like 60-40.
So when the money comes,
Okay.
where do you?
I'ma
The
say
manager
this.
is gonna have 60,
Yeah, I'ma have
and the
some.
artist will have 40.
Whoa,
I'm gonna say this.
really?
A lot of managers I know.
That's how it's supposed to be, but most people do like 80-20.
Only if a manager's putting their own money in.
Into it.
No. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people I know, artists, managers, whatever the case is. I feel like they feel like, especially now in the time of the day we are, you can't manage somebody unless you are investing in them.
Exactly. They look at management.
You will
as
not,
investing as
exactly. They look at management as an investor, because now people are realizing, okay, I can't have a manager and have an investor. My investor has a say so, because everybody wants to know where their money is going type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your manager is your investor.
No,
In a
your
weird
manager
kind of
is
way.
not
No,
your
I'm
investor.
saying this. I'm saying now.
That's what people think. That's what people are thinking.
And that's what people
so
are
we're trying to
doing.
clarify that.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
it
That's
is.
what people are doing now.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to make a story out of nothing, but honestly, especially with our African female artists, let's just keep it real, all right? For the most part, their managers are also their sponsors, to begin with, at least.
Correct.
On sponsors on what level?
On
What
the
are you trying to
sponsors
say?
on
Like,
level of, you know what I'm saying?
It's different. We can't do that
I don't
because
think
now
so.
we have to talk
You don't
about
think so?
what about a man and his manager.
And honestly, and Nunu, I'll come to you.
Okay.
And
on a
what?
personal level, sponsor? What do you mean? Or just
Yeah, no,
That's
Female is
Let- let-
personal.
yeah. I want to be
let- let- let-
sincere as to what I've seen. Though.
Okay.
Yes, it's gonna take a while. If the girl finally drops a hit, or the girl drops a hit that's gonna generate bread, then it's easy to now manage her. But what I've seen from men that are managing our women, because it's mostly men managing our women, right?
Yeah.
Those men seem to be the ones who have put bread into those women.
Of course.
To begin with, I'm serious. Like, I'm not just saying to be saying it. Maybe it's different. And maybe it's because we're based here. We don't see the kind of work the person has put in. The
So
artist
he's explaining
themselves
to
have
us,
put in.
But why is that?
Yeah.
Why is it only the women that they like? I'm trying to figure out.
It's a trend I'm
On a
seeing.
personal level, like, so
Yes.
you feel like female African artists are only making it because of like
Not
sponsored.
necessarily because of, but yes. Yes. It's somebody
No,
that
don't
put-
say not necessarily. Be honest with yourself and
I
say
mean, they're
yes.
also artists, so they have their
do you
art.
feel like that's
They
the
have
reason
their
why
art.
there's a lack of
I
female
also
artists?
feel like, look at all these American people trying to switch over to rap. And you're like, you wasn't rapping before, now you're doing music. Where did you find music? I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to say, just look at a lot of different people. And they're switching into music. Why? Sponsorship. Same thing he's saying. A
But I
lot of
think
your
he's saying
sponsors are your
sponsor, like-
managers.
Yeah, I'm saying it
Sponsor,
more
like,
in a
I'm
place
trying to
of
say- I'm trying to
not
say
saying
because-
from a sugar daddy perspective.
That's
per
what,
se.
that's what I was thinking.
Not necessarily, no.
So are you just saying that the man is putting money into
I'm saying the man is investing
We're
his
not
own money.
looking more. It's not about a sexual gender thing. Okay. At the end of the day, most in media, majority of funding is coming from the male.
Yes.
Whether it's female, whether they invest in the females, or whether they invest in another male artist, it's coming. Majority of it is coming from male.
Okay.
And people are looking at the male for that. That's what
But
he's trying to
I
say.
think the way he's looking at it is the way he's trying to go is that he's saying, okay, women are now taking men as managers, and then also looking at them as investors /
Managers.
/
Yes.
manager.
Yes.
He's saying, so we got to learn that. That's what pretty much says.
And here's the thing. I want you.
He separates
I want you to hear. I want you to see that.
Exactly.
I want
He
us to
separates
focus
the
on the
two.
fact that Mehdi
Mehdi
was quick. Mehdi was quick to say no, not necessarily. He doesn't
Exactly.
think so. So and I want to learn what you think it is really.
No, it's not. You know, because the manager is not an investor. Like a manager, like manages whatever you bring to me. Like the shit you bring to me, I turn that shit into money,
Exactly.
and then we share that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a manager does. So if a manager wants to make money, your artist is like your goal.
And the investor
you
brings the
have to
money to
shop
make
your
it
artist.
happen.
You have to shop your artist.
Exactly.
So even if the manager puts money in it, it can never be the manager's money.
Okay, but see, for me, it's like this comes from a post, so there's a reason it was made. There's if some manager somewhere
Somebody need
telling
clarification.
an artist like, "Yo, I ain't your daddy, bro." You know what I'm saying? You do some shit so we eat, bro. Not
Basically.
I pay you or give you bread so we don't eat. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not like
personal
that.
experience, you know, so like I've had.
He's
people-
right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot of people mistaken that, you know, so like I said, personal experience. I've had people, manage me, and not when they say manage me, they're not looking, put me in the right direction, do this.
Like, give me some
It's
money.
more invest in me, give me the
Yeah,
money. give
because
me this,
even
give me-
if
you know what I'm saying?
even if you're a manager and you want to invest, it's different. You're still a manager, but it's just the main thing. The main job, because even an investor doesn't really need to know the type of business you're doing, or doesn't need to understand your business. You know, if I'm gonna invest, all I'm just gonna
Then you just-
care
At
about
the
is
long
my
run,
return.
give me my return.
I don't really
you know?
give a fuck about your business.
No, that's
You
true.
get
Just
me?
believe in the
I just
business
want to
and
invest in you
bring-
because
bring
you know
results.
maybe I like you or
I
I believe in
understand
your
what you're
business.
saying. I think what people are doing is they're mixing the two.
Yeah.
So because you're coming to
That's
manage
exactly
me, you
what's
have to
happening.
put
And
money
that's-
in.
and I think that's
why I
And
was
what
asking
he's
that
saying
question.
is, as an investor, I'm just giving you the money. Flip it and bring it back. As the manager is responsible for managing. I'm gonna take this money, do this, that, and
I
that.
think
So if you're
But
an
they're
investor
expecting
and a
what
one
manager,
person to bring
then
in the
you're
money
making the
and
most money.
say,
I think
You get me?
I
If you're an
think
investor and a manager, you're making the most money in the business.
I think this is what's happening in the whole music scene. Most artists who have managers, I don't want to use most, but some artists who have managers, if you look at like the real stuff, most of them are signed to a record label. Now the record label, in quotes, is investing and managing you. So most people who don't understand the music business, most independent artists who don't understand the music business, just say, "Oh, this guy has a manager," because the record label pushes it out. Like you want this artist, hit the management. The record label, everybody knows record label as a name. For example, you use a popular record label in Nigeria. The management most times is from the record label. So everyone who sees that says, "Oh, this guy is signed to so and so record label." Oh, he's doing well. He's doing good. The record label is pouring money on you. They don't understand that the record label is the company, and the management. So independent artists most times go look for someone and say, "Oh, you're managing me," and they expect the person to bring money to the table. I've got. While I was
Yeah, but
taking my-
yes, you're supposed to be, as a manager, you're supposed to bring money to the table now, which is
course.
making the money. You get me? Yeah, no. Even if you're a manager, you can get an investor as a manager. You know, you can talk to someone and say, you know, hey, what's up, man?
That's it.
We're trying to do this business. Do you know this? Do you know that? Bring some money. Let's work.
Okay, Mehdi, there's real quick, and this is both of you guys really. There's something that this is not on the script, guys. So you guys are gonna have to forgive me, all right? There's something that I feel, right? It's a feeling, right? If you're a Nigerian artist, even you day streets, so they play for AJ City, they play for Papa, they play for Festac, Sule, wherever, you know, you popping. Like, you don't quite feel accomplished till them Yankee and them Jan niggas is playing.
Is
I'm asking.
No, really, yeah. The thing is, they started this shit.
Who's they?
Them Yankee,
Okay.
you know, they started this type of
You see,
shit. You get me? So
I've always been aware of that, but people try to act like, you know, it's not real. The truth is,
you just have to be real. You
So
know?
you want to cross over?
We are all trying to be like them. Let's be sincere with ourselves. You get me? 'Cause they started this shit, and
Yeah.
what's
They could
making
be-
us be like this? Wear all this gold chain. You see me with like rings and shit. It's because of what I see on TV.
well, we've
you get
seen
me?
them do it.
Because we can't lie about that shit.
Right.
Of course.
You get me? But most of us try to ignore that shit. Like, oh yeah,
But
I'm
I'ma
better
say
than them.
this.
I'm doing. You get me? We want to try
As
to be
African
like them.
artists, I feel like right now everybody is looking at the African culture. They're embracing it. Even Americans, they're huge. They could tell you so much about the African culture.
That is because
And now
infused
it's
our
not.
culture
I
in
feel
the
like
music.
Africans were trying to look at, like you're saying, somewhat of the American culture. Until you reach that level, you don't feel like you have accomplished yourself.
basically.
But now people are looking at the
But
culture and they're like, damn.
So, you know, the thing is
Until
that
I
with
tap
right
into
there,
that, I haven't done nothing.
No, it's the pioneers before them that have done that already. set
See,
that
no
foundation.
matter how much they look. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm messing up by saying this. You know, maybe I'm opening our yash. In
Be
Africa.
yourself.
But no matter how much they try to look into, we are still going to respect them. Trust me.
Of
See,
course.
and no matter how much they try to look into, we can still do it better than them.
Of course.
We
So,
really are. We're
legendary.
killing the game. Now that we
what I want you to know is that the only way we can kill them is this our African shit.
Of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If we infuse it with their type of shit, so they can understand what we're trying to do.
Do you see the artists who are actually? I'm gonna say this, bro, because I am Kenyan. I'm not Nigerian though, so I can't understand y'all's language.
Me neither, but girl, I'll be singing it.
For real. You
I'll
will
be
sing.
singing
They
it.
always say this. The Americans and everybody else outside of the culture, you could sing more of the songs better than the girls who are actually from the tribe that's singing it. You get what I'm saying? Who can understand that language? Why is that? You know what I mean? Another thing is we embrace the culture because pidgin English is easier for us to. We understand what you're saying.
So it's like
I feel like
Jamaican to a
yeah,
non-African.
the artists who
I
are
say
able
pigeon
to
is like
yes,
patois,
patois.
the
right?
artists,
Yeah.
you notice
Yeah,
the
yeah,
artists
yeah.
who are more in tune with their pidgin English and they're more tailoring to that are the ones who are
Well,
doing what they're,
popping.
yes.
Honestly, you know what? On some real nigga shit, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all niggas just fuck with these Nigerian niggas, bro. That's what it is.
is a little
No, it's true. No, no,
but it's okay.
it's true. It's true. Honestly,
It's not just
Nigerian men, and this is not just Nigerian men, mostly African men, but mostly also like Nigerian men. There's a certain pride we walk around with that's actually disgusting. Like, even, we don't care if you're white, purple, green, polka dots, god damn it, nigga, we here, god damn it, fuck, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even white people look at us like, okay, so he's not feeling some type of way around me. I'm not, nigga, what the fuck you thought this was, goddamn, shit.
all
Hey, bro, you gonna jump move up, you know what I'm saying? We're chilling. While, you know, for them, it's like, so that draws them to us in the sense that that's why they fuck with our culture. They're wondering what's making us feel so proud. Aren't we from some shithole countries? And then they get to meet us and then we speak as well as they do, or even better. We've read better books than they are. We're more educated than them. So they see that and they're like, okay, whoa, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So they have to respect us immediately because that's their thing. I don't want you to respect me for those reasons personally, but
I can relate.
that's their thing. I understand why you respect me more now from speaking with me. You know what I'm saying? And then they always want to like, oh, okay, so tell me more about your country and some
Yes.
dumb shit.
Go ahead.
Can I chip in something?
Go ahead.
From the technical musical part of it, sorry, I'm using that word. Take it 10 years backwards. The quality of music we were releasing was good. You know, the whole African this, African that, people think it's just popping right now. I'm sorry, but it's just popping right now. Sonny Ade was signed to an American record label.
For all time.
Fela Kuti was signed.
All time.
all Europeans. Now listen, 90% of the people who come to watch them are whites.
Yes.
So let's ask ourselves this question: when did African music start popping?
A long time ago.
It's
A
been
long time ago.
popping.
I'm
No,
It's
the
been
thing about it is like,
The first,
all these things,
I'm
it's
driving
like,
at
it's not
something.
popping in America.
I'm
If
driving
you
at
go to
something.
Europe,
I'm driving at something.
since 1980.
No,
Listen,
no,
I always say
I'm
this.
driving at
It's
something.
been-
I'm driving at something.
Sorry, yo.
Majek Fashek was the first African artist to perform on Saturday Night Live. How many years ago? 15 years ago, bro.
Yes.
Majek Fashek.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about? It's been happening, but what happened? We lost it. Now, listen, please. The quality of music back in those days was well mixed, well mastered, was standard. Something happened, we lost it, and then African music fell. African music fell. Now, listen to the kind of music that Whiskey, Davido, all of them put out. You play their song and you play Drake's song, and it sounds
same thing.
Similar.
No,
Similar.
But then our videos
I'm
are
sorry,
killing.
I'm not going to name names, but take it back to when hip hop. Listen, we lost our African, whatever, a while. I don't know whether it was political or something. Our music was, I'm sorry, but the music was good, but the production was trash.
Hip hop was growing.
No. I'm trying to say something. The production was okay. Let's be very truthful. 10 years ago, play our hip hop, Nigerian hip hop music. It was sounding good, right? But play it and listen to it now.
You're like, what's all the scratch in the
But
background?
play Ashanti and play Beyoncé and play Rihanna. It still sounds good.
It's true.
But hip life
Now,
was popping.
no, I'm still driving to something. So when you're talking about our song crossing over, our musical technology has gotten to that point where the world can say, oh, I can play this in my club. Now I can play this on radio stations. Now, because you listen to Whiskey, you listen to Davido's mix is as clean as what are you talking about? It's cleaner than a lot of these
Mixed
trap
and
songs.
mastered, yeah,
It's
yeah.
well mixed and mastered. So why wouldn't it cross?
So it comes down
Like,
to
why wouldn't it
quality.
cross? You know what I'm saying? So the technical part of music, first of all, we have to look at it. You know, then we're talking about the music industry. Nigeria does not, I'm sorry, African music industry, we just have a music scene. We are yet to have a music industry, to be very truthful. We don't have it. Oh, everyone is
Fair
shouting.
enough.
We have a scene, but we don't have an industry yet.
Fair enough.
We are still building the industry. Wait, 10 years from now, if corruption doesn't kill us.
I say 5 years. You give 10.
No. I'm saying if corruption doesn't kill us.
Okay.
Our music scene is going to become very big, and we're going to. That's how it was. We had good music industry
Demola.
back. We attracted Sonny. Sonny signed. What are we talking about?
Demola,
Sonny signed
I know
Basindo.
what we're talking about. Listen, I've seen Fela.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen
In
Fela
those
sit
days.
in a room with Paul McCartney and the Beatles and them, right? You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that happen. And then this is the thing. What you're saying goes back to what Mehdi just said like a second before. All right? It goes back to saying that I'm losing my train of thought here. God damn.
Drink some.
Maybe help us.
No, Mehdi was saying earlier that, okay, yeah, we're influenced by
By
the
them.
African American culture or
Yeah.
by
But
American
right now,
culture.
look at Drake, for example. When Drake worked with Wizkid, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care what nobody tells me, Drake decided not to get on any Wizkid's
Video.
videos. Of course, he knew.
But if you-
He
Who
knew
cares
the
if you
power.
care or
No. He
if you
knew
listen
the
to
power
Fela's
of
songs,
visuals.
Fela's songs were
Of
not
course,
bad.
the songs were,
You know what?
and he was trying
None of
to.
that
He was trying to
clean
relate more
mix
to the
and
culture. I
stuff
feel
like
like.
Thank you,
But anyway.
Mehdi. I'm glad you didn't say that loud.
Most Fela songs are even like stage performance recordings.
Live stage performance.
Do you know this? Do you know
It's
this?
a vibe. You get
When-
me?
The
Even
vibe.
Lil Wayne, most Lil Wayne songs, then we're not that clear now. You just you knew
Yeah,
his
you
laptop
knew
in
when
his
they were
car and
hitting the
everything.
snare. You knew when it
You
was
get
a
me?
snare. You knew when it was a
There
bass
are
drum.
there are lots of
You could hear
Jamaican
it.
dirty songs that are big.
Yeah, like
A lot
the
of
songs
them.
are
A
very.
lot of reggae
You
songs
they were
are like
literally
that.
beating
A
the
lot
drum
of
in their
them.
So
backyard.
it's not
you
really
know what I'm
about
saying?
that. It's not really
It is
about that.
vibey.
It's just
Yeah.
basically
Like the original version of "Everyone Fall in Love." Sometimes, like you said,
Selassie
very
was in
very.
here a
dirty
couple weeks
song.
ago
that's it.
talking to us about that.
Yeah.
About how Stinky Leg came out and it wasn't mastered.
Oh no, it wasn't.
So like, it's, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so ultimately what you're saying is like, I agree with you, but then maybe it's because we're also influenced by that.
No, we have huge.
You know.
It's a cross culture type of thing.
We are very much influenced.
I want to
We-
bring
It's a
somebody
cross-culture
in,
type of
That's
thing.
a
but y'all know I
They're
can't say the name just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he himself even told me,
You play too much.
Nuno.
Just say what you don't say.
I play too much.
Yeah. Continue.
But he was influenced by the American culture.
Of
Even
course.
though he is American,
We are influenced.
the swag, the whatever.
If you-
I feel like for real, Africans look at Americans, especially from Africa, until you come here, you will not switch your mentality until you actually see it for yourself.
Let's be sincere. Let's be
truthful, yeah.
sincere.
You will watch the TV.
You know-
let me
you know
tell
what?
you. Let me
It's-
tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I used to watch. I see what high school is like. Man, I cannot wait to get to high school. I got there. What I saw on TV was a disappointment.
It's not our culture. It's not our culture to watch.
You know,
Until you
My-
see for
I'm
yourself,
not
that's
saying
what I
it's
do it.
derailed.
it's funny.
Yes, until
it's
you
funny
go
'cause
through it.
when I play Nasty C for my Kata boy, right? When I play Nasty C, Chrome will be like, "This is like a fake." And when he says fake, it's not in a bad way. It's just like how New Yorkers talk, right? You say, "Yo, this guy's like a fake Young Thug." And I'm like, "Nah, nigga, he's nicer than Young Thug because please, Nasty C is nicer than Young Thug. Jesus wept. Please, yeah, let's not do that to that
You don't-
nigga."
you don't
You know what I'm
destroy
saying?
them.
An American hears it and he's like, "That's what he's hearing. He's hearing the same Young Thug, bubblegum, mumble jumble, rap shit to him." You know what I'm saying?
English is different.
But if you look at African music, though, African music, we have the hip hop, we have the Afro pop, we have the Afrobeat, we have the real Afrobeat, and we have the high life.
High life. Let's take it back,
Now,
please. Please.
now, you see people like Adekunle Gold, his genre of music, people like Simi, they of course they are influenced by people who do, you know, they might be influenced like people who do like pop and all of that. But their music, you can't find it anywhere.
They're still cultural.
It's still very much cultural. You know, we still have people who sing akpala, you know, whatever in the country. So if you're talking about taking African music to the next level, you know, I'm not just saying Afro pop and Afrobeat is cool, but then we also need to look at the alternative side of music, the other sides of music, the other type of genre of music,
And personally-
and push it too.
personally-
Then we can now say, oh, okay, yes,
personally,
African
I
music
do.
is going far. You know what I
See,
mean?
personally, I do, and I get what you're trying to say. We have transitioned away from this topic, but honestly, I get what you're saying. Okay, there's an Asha, there's a Brimo, there's a Simi, there's an Adekunle Gold. There's people who are singing the other folk music in there, and then they have to be recognized
They
as
also
well.
be recognized.
You know, so I get it. You know, shout out to all those people, by the way.
I wanted to, we're gonna have to wrap it up because we have really talked a lot. I wanted to end on asking everybody their thoughts on arranged marriage. Just one quick line.
Listen. Honestly,
Just
we're
one
not- no,
one
not even-
sentence.
Baby, I'm gonna save you that. We're not even gonna go on there.
Why?
We gotta go into that. We gotta go into that.
The reason why is we gotta pay bills. The show has been ended a long time ago. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Don't bullshit. Straight up with you. Make sure we're not doing this. Maybe.
One sentence.
I want you to know we're not doing
One,
this.
no,
One
let
sentence.
everybody go. No,
One
no, no,
sentence.
One
let's-
sentence.
One
a second each. No.
I mean,
No.
That's because he has a lot to say positive
No.
about arranged
No.
and multi-marriage.
One second each. Maybe go ahead.
I'm gonna have you. We're gonna set up a studio. I wish you were here because we could do this whole.
Please.
No, we
We're
have
not
to.
gonna
We
get
have
them
to end
again.
with
Let
that.
them
We'll
get
do
one
it during
second
the drop.
each.
We're gonna do it during
One
the
second
shoot.
each.
We're gonna
One
do it.
second each. Arranged marriage. What do y'all think?
When you say arranged marriage, I need to know like what.
Exactly.
What do you think? Is it
Okay,
right? Is it wrong?
okay, for you,
Traditionally.
yeah, traditionally, like for you,
Arranged
real
marriage.
quick,
Very
right? Demola, can you marry like an Igbo babe?
An Igbo babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we vibe together, if we love ourselves.
Okay, so it's about you. So there's nothing arranged in your own lifetime.
Okay.
That's why he said that.
Maybe.
No, I said that. I said that.
I'm
arranged
saying,
marriage,
like,
though.
if your
No, it's
parents
not.
tell you-
But what I'm saying is basically because you answer that way, I know that they cannot arrange marriage for you.
How?
They are not going to arrange marriage for
It's
you,
not
period.
possible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked you straight up.
Yeah.
If you can marry an Igbo babe, that
Yeah.
I already automatically know that your marriage will not be arranged.
Yes.
How about you, Mady? What do you feel about arranged marriages?
I just feel like,
Traditionally.
you know, there are different ways of life. There are different ways people take life.
Okay.
You know, there are some people that even want to be in an arranged marriage, just the same way some people.
Facts.
Just the same way some people want.
Ah,
to be
Nunu's happy.
demonic. You understand?
You don't
Just,
want
just, the same, just the same way someone just wants to go out there and shoot people. You get me? That's the same way people think. You get me? So some people are just, that's their fantasy. You know? So, you know, I'm not gonna say anything again. That's just it. You know, the world is mysterious.
Okay, so-
and mystery.
Maybe yeah, you're a
how
boy,
you're raised.
right?
That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, are you from Lagos, by the way?
No, I'm from Ekiti.
Ekiti. Okay. Real quick, would
What do
you
you
marry a non-Yoruba woman?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, so they cannot arrange marriage for you, but
No.
what's your take on arranged marriages?
I don't believe in it. Unfortunately, I don't believe in it.
How is that unfortunate?
It's unfortunate.
Why
Because,
is it unfortunate?
listen, I've been through whatever I've been through. I've lived life just a little bit. I'm not that old.
I must be like, girl, stop.
I think for them to arrange a marriage for you.
No. I honestly think
You don't have
arranged
a life.
marriage
You
is
must
wrong.
be boring. You must
It's
be
wrong.
dumb.
Yes.
You must be stupid. You must be an idiot.
Well, who is somebody to tell you? Because every day, I feel the same way about careers and everything else. Because when I wake up for myself, not for nobody else. So who am I to wake up to the man who somebody told me to wake up to? Versus who am I to wake up to the career who
Drops
told me to wake
mic.
up to?
Some people,
Yeah, you
some
couldn't tell
people's
me
fantasy
who.
now.
You couldn't tell me. You couldn't arrange it for me either. I think like I want to wake up to who I want to look at.
Of course.
I want to be with who I want to be with. Cause
Well,
Funny enough, you can arrange
It's-
marriage and it might work.
I have a confession
That-
to make,
good luck to
honestly. The reason why I'm not married to this day is because my marriage is actually already arranged.
when is it gonna happen?
Who arranged?
By me,
Come
goddamn
on,
it. I'm arranging
Wrap it
my
up, 'cause he
shit.
lied.
When I'm ready to get married, I'm arranging my goddamn shit, my goddamn self, bro. What you arranging for me, goddamn? Yo, it's been wonderful.
It's been great.
It's been great. We had Mr. Maydi in the building. We got to go out with some AD and Demola shit.
Appreciate you,
Demola
man.
Violinist in the
Thanks, bro.
building.
Shout out to like, the IG, how to get in touch with y'all, both of y'all. First.
All right. You can reach me on IG on Twitter at Demola Violinist. DEMOLA VIOLINIST. Demola Violinist. You know, Facebook official Demola, YouTube Demola. It's all about Demola.
What about IG? I only have IG.
Yeah, Demola Violinist at Demola Violinist.
That's the one.
How about you,
Mr. Maydi.
Instagram MRMAYD Mr. Maydi. Twitter Mr. Maydi, but you have to spell it out. MISTERMAYD. That's Twitter.
Say it again.
Twitter, you have to spell it out.
Oh, but Mr.
Mr. Out.
Mr.
Mr., not Jamal.
MISTERMAYD. Then Snapchat is Sure as Boy.
Sure ass guy.
Everything different.
I don't know why.
That's your thing, too,
I
right?
know what it is. I'm about to play.
You kind of put that out there. The short guy.
Oh,
thing.
Snapchat.
Yeah, maybe put short guy
Let me
thing
do
out
my
there.
Snapchat. My Snapchat is different too.
Yeah, okay. So do it now. Here. No, let me interview you. What's your
All right, guys.
Snapchat dark and lovely.
Dark and
Double
lovely.
K, double E, I believe.
There we go.
So
So,
lovely.
look, are we going out with some meaty stuff or?
We are going out with the,
This is
the
what I
surest boy in the
Surest.
building.
Okay. Hey, Maydi, thanks a lot.
I always have one.
I get some